Awesome. Awesome. I'll share my screen. Oh, Jen, I think I had to send a request to share the screen, so I'm not sure. Hopefully that works. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right. All right. Happy Thursday again, everybody. This is going to be resistance training for balance part two. And this is also, unfortunately, our last full week of resistance training with Happy Feet. Next week, we'll be doing the same functional assessments that we did with the first week of Happy Feet in hopes we can collect some data and further improve this program. So please make sure you guys show up for the last week next week as well. All I really have to chat about today is our reminders. Before I get into our safety and whatnot, make sure you do have your resistance bands, your water bottle, good shoes, and then also an item where you can step up to that's a little bit unstable. Last week I used a sweatshirt or a jacket. This week I just have this like kind of flat pillow that I'll be doing my step ups on. So you can guys can listen to me while you grab your stuff and whatnot. So for our safety, as always, what we talk about every single session, it's always our first priority, especially when we're working on balance, like we are again today. It's super important if you need to use an aid, like your own aid, a chair, anything else, like a countertop to help stabilize you. It's super important to make sure you're safe. And then also for our second or third set, if you feel comfortable doing the modification or holding on and using that aid, you could try a rep or two with it off or without the aid to see how that feels as well. And then also being mindful of any side effects, whether you're on treatment, off treatment, have been offered treatment for a while, you still may be feeling side effects, especially when we're focusing on balance and we are moving in all sorts of directions. It's super important to focus on your dizziness, any sort of abnormal muscle fatigue, any muscle pain when doing movements. If you're ever feeling pain, it's always a good idea to try the modified version. And our last couple reminders, as always, we'll be taking breaks often. And then when we tell you to get water, make sure you do get water because it's super important to stay hydrated. Once again, trying that modified version or trying to use your aid a little bit more, a little bit less. Staying hydrated, and then also making sure we are always doing what makes you feel good because exercise should give you energy and not make you tired or groggy or feel worse. With that being said, it is time for our last exercise session, and Nareen is going to take it away with the warm-up exercises.
Hello, everybody. Cool. We're going to start with our warm-up exercises for today. So to start with, we're going to start with our calf raises first. For that one, I'll be standing next to a chair. If you feel comfortable holding on to the chair, feel free to hold on to the chair. I'm going to take a deep inhale, and with an exhale, I'm going to lift my heels up. And as I'm lifting my heels up, I'll be squeezing my calf muscles, and I'll be slowly lowering down my heels back to original position. Like this. Perfect. If this is challenging for you, you can also do this exercise seated. So you'll be sitting towards the edge of the chair, making sure you're in a good posture with your shoulders rolled back and your hands on your hips or around your body. You'll be lifting your heels up, squeezing your calf muscles, and lowering it down slowly. Perfect. Whatever is easier for you, you can start your first set with that one. I'll be doing the standing version of it first. And we'll be doing 2 sets of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Go ahead and check your legs before we start our second set. I will be demonstrating the seated version of this exercise this time. Okay, whenever everybody ready, we're gonna start with our second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Our next exercise for today is going to be leg extension. For that one, you will need your band, and you will be sitting on a chair with your back glued all the way to the back, and you will be having your band looped around your ankles. We have been doing this exercise for our main exercises, but today we will be doing it for our warm-up. So your band will be looped around your ankles, back glued back. With an inhale and with an exhale, you'll be kicking towards the ceiling. Like this. If this is challenging with the band, you can also do this one without band. You have no resistance. Like this. We will be doing 2 sets of 10 for this one. We're going to start with our first set. Okay, whenever everybody ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. I'm going to shake our legs a little bit before we start our second set on the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. We're going to do one more set. This time I will be doing it without band. If you feel comfortable with your band having around your ankles, feel free to keep your band. Okay, we're going to start with our second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do our last set on our other leg. Whenever everybody ready, shake your legs before we start that. Okay, I'm gonna start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Now we're gonna move forward with our upper body warm-up exercise. For that one, I'll be still sitting on a chair. And we're gonna do shoulder rolls this time. I'll be sitting towards the edge of the chair, making sure my shoulders are rolled back and I'm in a good posture. I'm gonna shrug my shoulders up towards my ear. And I'm gonna roll it back. And I'm gonna shrug my shoulders up again. And I'll be rolling it forward. We will be doing 2 sets of 10. So with every set, we're gonna do 5 forward and 5 backward. And if this is challenging for you, you can just simply squeeze your shoulder blades and you can do head shakes from one side to another. Perfect, whatever is easier for you. I'm gonna start with my shoulder rolls first. We will be doing 5 backward first, and then we will be doing 5 forward. Whenever everybody ready, shrugging my shoulders up toward my ear, rolling it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're gonna switch direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Before we start our second set, let's take some breath, relax for a second, sorry, not for a minute. Okay. We're gonna start with our second set and I'll be doing the modification this time. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch directions if you're doing the shoulder rolls. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. That was our shoulder rolls. Now we're gonna go to our last warm-up exercise for today. For that one, I'll be standing next to a chair. We're gonna do standing toe taps. And I'll be holding onto the chair. If you prefer holding onto the chair for balance, feel free to do it. And I'm gonna have my other hand on my hip. And with an exhale, I'm gonna lift my foot up, tap it with my toes. I'm gonna bring it back, and I'm gonna alternate it with my other leg. If this is challenging for you, you can also do this one seated. So you'll be taking a seat, having your hands on your hips or around your body, whatever feels more comfortable for you. With an exhale, you'll be lifting your foot up, tapping with your toe, come back, and alternate with other leg. Perfect. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10. And for our first set, I'll be doing the standing one. Perfect. Take an inhale. With exhale, lift your foot up, tap with your toe, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Go ahead and shake your leg, and we'll start with our second set. As everybody's taking break, I'm gonna set myself up for our second set. I will be doing the seated one of this time. Whenever everybody ready. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now Adeline will be taking us to other exercises.
All right, great job on that warm up. Let's grab some water while I'm explaining our first exercise. If you guys want to go ahead, turn your eyes to the camera. Our first exercise is going to be a lateral lunge with a standing march. So for this exercise, I have one of my hands on a chair and I am facing the camera. As I inhale, I'm going to step out, bring my weight into this one knee, return to center, tap my foot, and then drag my knee up to my chest. Hopefully this is an okay angle for you guys to see me. So once again, I'm going to inhale, step out, lunge, exhale, inhale as my knee comes up, exhale, knee comes down. And if this is too difficult or seems a little bit scary, I totally get it, and we have a good modification. Our modification is going to be a seated clamshell into a march. So for this one, I'm going to have my resistance band looped around the tops of my knees. My feet are together, and I'm going to exhale, bring my knees out into a clamshell, inhale, and then exhale, my knee goes up, inhale, exhale, my knee goes up. So the modification once again is we're doing our clamshell, exhale as our knees drop, inhale, exhale, return, exhale, return to center, okay? For my first set, I'm going to do the lateral lunge to standing march. And we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Everyone is ready, you can go ahead and follow along with me as we start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one on this leg, 10. Awesome job. Now we're gonna switch legs. For those that are doing the modified version, we're just gonna repeat the exercise, okay? Here we go, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Gonna take a little bit of a break after that one because I know we exerted a lot of energy. I'm gonna go ahead grab some water. If you would like to, you can as well. We're gonna do one more set of these. For the second set, I'm going to go ahead and do the seated version or the modification. But feel free to continue doing whatever feels best to you.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, of course, yeah.
You may have mentioned this and I might have missed it, but when you do the lunge, is it important to keep your knee back or is it okay if it would go over your toe? I'm just curious.
For a lateral lunge, the knee will probably go over the toe a little bit or be right above the toe, but it's
Okay.
more important to try and keep your weight in your glutes and your heel. So that way, if your knee goes over a little bit, most of your weight is not in your knee.
Okay, so you keep your weight in your glutes and your heel. And then
Yes.
what type of lunge, if any, is it important to not have the knee go over the toe?
Mostly when you're doing like a forward lunge. Yes.
Forward lunge.
That's
Okay.
super important. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Really good questions. Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. We'll go ahead and continue with our second set. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the modification. So I have my resistance band at the tops of my knees. And here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Last one. Here we go. 10. Awesome. We'll go ahead, switch to the other leg, do another set of 10. And once again, I'm going to stay seated since I'm doing the seated modification for this set. Here we go. One, two, three, 7, and 9. Last one, 10. Awesome job. We'll take a little bit more of a break here. We got one more set of those. For our last set, I will be doing the exercise again. So I'll be doing the lateral lunge into a march. And then we got some upper body. So then we can take a seat after this set. A little leg shake if you want, whatever feels best. All right. If everyone's ready, we'll go ahead, hop on up if you're doing the lateral lunge to march. And we'll get started with our last set of 10 repetitions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. 10, awesome. Switch over to that other leg, or if you're doing the seated modification, we're just doing the same thing once again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. 10, awesome. For those of you guys who are standing, you can go ahead and take a seat. Our next exercise is going to be an upright row with our resistance band. So if you didn't get some water last time, let's go ahead and do so. For our upright row, let's fix the camera a little bit. For our upright row, we're going to have our resistance band loop around both of our thighs. And it's going to be at the top of our thighs or just below our knees. Our shoulders are going to be rolled down and back. Actually, I'm going to move it to about mid-thigh. And then I'm gripping the resistance band, palms facing down. As I exhale, I'm going to keep my shoulders down and back, but I'm going to drive my elbows up. So they're about shoulder level. Just like this. I'll also flip this way so you guys can get a little front view. Oops, too close to the wall. Just like that. And if this is too difficult, you can take one of your legs out and just have the resistance on one leg, and that'll also decrease the resistance, but same motion. We're gonna do 2 sets of 12 repetitions. I'm gonna start with both my legs.
Are we all the way on the chair or halfway?
You're gonna be scooted to the edge of your chair.
Edge. Okay,
So,
got it.
like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, of course. Good question. Move this up a little bit so you can see my shoulders. All right, our first set of 12 repetitions. Here we go. 1, 2, make sure we're inhaling as we bring our arms up, or exhaling as we bring our arms up as we come back down. This is 4, exhale, inhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. We can shake our arms out a little. I definitely feel that in my shoulders a little bit. So if you need to shake out your arms a little bit, go ahead and do so. We got one more set of these, and then we're back to our lower body exercise. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our second set. For this one, I'm going to take one of my legs out to just decrease the resistance a little bit. And I'll go ahead and flip this way so you guys can see me from the front. Here we go, second set of 12. Exhale, inhale, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, you guys got it. 11, last one. 12, awesome. Go ahead and take that resistance band off. Get yourself some water. I'm going to do the same. And we'll go ahead and explain our next exercise. Our next exercise is one that we have not done yet. And I'm going to explain the exercise and then explain the modification. All right, this exercise is called a rising sun. The exercise is done standing. So we start with our arms by our sides. We sit down like we're going into a squat. And then as we exhale, our arms come up straight out in front of us, reach up to the ceiling. Eyes are staying forward, shoulders roll down and back. And then as we squat back down, arms come back down to our sides. Exhale, arms come up, reaching above. All right, that is the exercise. The modification is very, very similar, but it's going to be a seated version. So we're sitting here, feet are at 90, shoulders rolled down and back. We're on about the middle to edge of our seat. As we inhale, we reach for our toes, keeping our back nice and straight, shoulders rolled down and back. As we exhale, we extend our arms straight up and extend our legs out. So you can't see my arms because the camera view is not great. But I inhale, and as I exhale, my arms come up, eyes look forward, legs extend. And then just repeat the same exact thing. And if you need some more support, you can scooch back with your back against the chair, and that'll help support you when you have your arms and your legs up. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 repetitions. I'm gonna start with the exercise. You're more than welcome to do the modification. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Everyone on camera looks great. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Awesome. That was a full body exercise. So maybe shake out the legs, shake out the arms a little bit. We got 2 more sets of these. I'm gonna grab some water. You guys should also grab some water if you can. Give it another 15 seconds or so. Let your muscles recover, and then we'll do our second set of 10 repetitions. Everyone that's on camera looks really great, so keep it up. You guys are doing awesome. All right, if we're not standing already, let's go ahead and stand up. We're doing the exercise. If you're seated and doing the modification, you're looking good. Here we go with our second set of 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome job, you guys. You only got one more set of those. For our last set, I will be doing the modification, but if you're feeling comfortable and you're liking that exercise, you're more than welcome to do the standing version as well. Alrighty, we'll let everyone get in place for our last set of 10 repetitions. Once again, I'll be doing the modified version this time. All right, here we go. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Everyone looks great. Keep it up. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, 10. Awesome job, you guys. This next exercise is going to be upper body, and it's going to be seated. So grab some water, take a seat, catch your breath, and I will demonstrate our second to last exercise. So for this one, we call them scap squeezes, really because your upper back and your scapula back there are going to be engaged the entire time you're doing this exercise. You should really feel it all along here and in the upper or middle back, okay? So for this one, I'm going to have my resistance band looped around about the middle of my forearms. I'm going to pull against my resistance band. So my resistance band pull me in like that. I'm going to push against it so that my arms are at about shoulder distance apart. My hands are faced in. And as I inhale, I'm bringing my elbows behind me, bringing the band to my chest. Shoulders are rolled down and back during this whole entire exercise. And as I exhale, I push my arms away, still keeping the tension on the band.